Namaste friends, let's talk about Jupiter in the sixth house. The sixth house is also called the Shatru Bhava. Shatru literally means enemies, but amongst others, the sixth house shows one's service to people. How do you deal with financial problems, your debts, and all that? Your capacity on work. The sixth house also shows there's an important feature of sixth house, among others, like disease, court cases, and adversities, and all that. Apart from that, there's one of the most important thing that I notice in the sixth house is how do you survive in this birth, right? What is your capacity to withstand the problems, the adversities in life? So when you have Jupiter in the sixth house, it's needless to say that your health it will be a sound health. Okay, no, you live a long life. Any disease that comes and goes, it would not be a serious one. Okay, you'd be always find cures and remedies. I'm sure you've heard about miracle healing. So people who have Jupiter in six naturally has that capacity, that ability to miraculously heal their disease and all that. That's something I always see in my consultations. The sixth house, if you have Jupiter there also, shows that you are very cooperative when it comes to your working environment. You tend to be a team player. Okay, you do not be a bossy and all that, but you'll have that. I'm sure you have heard about this phrase, like the boss minus the authority. Okay, right? So how do you deal with people is seen here. So when you have a team and you have subordinates who work for you, you are very tactful in controlling, not controlling, but assigning tasks and getting the job done. You know how to connect to people and get whatever you want. Okay, which also means that it's the house of enemies where you can win over your enemies. This is what it naturally means, enemies. Enemies doesn't mean that somebody will come and harm you, which is true, but in Vedic astrology it has a deeper sense. Enemies is first of all your emotions. Your emotions are your worst enemies. The second, how do you survive in this world? That obstacle is also referred to as enemy. And also the common enemy, like people who comes and who has ill hearted people who wants to do bad things to you, that's also part of the enemy understanding, right? So once again, you'll be very successful in hiring people to do work for you. Okay, you're very you have the ability to connect to people and get things done, and that will make you a great boss actually. When it comes to your character, your personality, you'll be a very honest person. Okay, you maintain the integrity, which means that you don't like people to say, let's say if you do a job, okay, someone asks you to do something, and you will make sure that no one else will come and redo whatever you're doing. Okay, you will make sure that when you do a job, you do it right. You maintain that pride within you. Okay, you maintain that pride. You don't want people to talk bad about you. You're always a little bit on the social conscious. You're trying to always you're always gauging that level in social, how people are gauging you. You always have that thought in your mind. Okay. um, Sixth house Jupiter also, you'll be very successful when it comes to food related business. Food and health related careers will be very good for you. The other thing that I notice is you would always um, you'll have someone helping you whenever you have a problem. That's something that I see when you have Jupiter in the sixth house. Any problem that you're stuck with and you don't know what to do, there's always someone who comes and help you at the last minute. And that is something like a gift from God for you, because Guru, as you know, or Brihaspati or Jupiter is God's graces. It is very simple to understand that you have Guru in any particular house, that house will be graced by God, provided nothing provided Jupiter doesn't turn bad. Okay. However, back to the Jupiter in sixth. So when you have an adversity, an obstacle in life, and you're kind of stuck, you don't know where to go, that is the time where you'll have someone coming and helping you. It always happens. It is even magical to say that. Sometimes you'll be wondering how come this guy came in at the right time, at the right moment, and helped me out. Okay. So if you have that, then don't be surprised. This is something that you are given by the gods. So enjoy that. And so that's a little bit about what I think Jupiter would do to you in your sixth house. Hope it has been beneficial. Until the next time, thank you. Namaste.